Okay, let's make a start with IELTS listening module, and we've got this latest test from Cambridge IELTS book number 18, and this is test number 2. We are going to solve this test together. As I'm recording the class, you will get the class recording as well. When you go back home later on, you can practice this test once again. Try to understand as much as possible now, but if you miss anything, don't you worry. You will get the class recording. You can play it again. The same, whatever I'm speaking now, we are recording it here. You will get the link of the class and you can repeat that comfortably. Okay, so book number 18, as per the present pattern of IELTS listening, it's a good idea to solve books 11 to 18. Because 11 to 18, they are the most recent books. And the pattern we have in IELTS pattern in 11 to 18, in actual exam, you will get the similar pattern. Remember, you will not get anything from Cambridge IELTS books in actual exam. Okay, don't think that in actual exam, they will give me some passage from here and I'll be very happy with that. Not at all. These 18 books which they have released and all the tests that we have in these books, these tests are out of their tests now. So nothing will come from here. It's not like our country past papers. Yeah, Cambridge books are past papers, but in our country from past papers, 60-70% comes from past papers and all that. But these past papers will provide you pattern. Whatever happens in the actual exam, pattern will be similar, but test will be new. Test will be different, okay? But sometimes by mistake, they may give one section from any of these tests, only by mistake. Because my students have told me that one passage came from Cambridge IELTS book, one listening part came from this book, and that is only by mistake. Otherwise, they have a huge variety of tests, and yes, they repeat those tests. The tests that they have, which they have not published, they repeat them. Okay, so anyways, let's make a start. We've got this book number 18 and we are going to solve test number 2 from book number 18. So let me just jump to that test. Okay. Alright, test number 2, listening, and we've got this part 1 and they say here, complete the notes below. Now, this sentence will always tell you about the type of questions that you are doing. So, type of questions is notes completion. In part 1, mostly you get notes completion. In part 4 also, you get notes completion. So, part 1 and part 4, they are similar. Write one word only. Now, if you see old books are Cambridge IELTS books 1 to 8, 1 to 9. There they have no more than 3 words. Once I was solving book number 5 and the answer was no more than 3 words and it was quite confusing which 3 words you have to select. So 3 words are really long. I mean, it's kind of a sentence that you have. But now they have almost finished, no more than 3 words. Now mostly they have one word and or a number. It's okay here. One word and or a number, right? Or otherwise, it can be no more than 2 words. If they have any old test, if they give you no more than 2 words, it means the test was old. Old means made 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and all that. Okay, now whenever you start your IELTS listening, they will give you half minute to read first 5 questions. In the audio, they will say, you now have some time to look at questions 1 to 5, right? So the title is Working at Milo's Restaurants. Okay, Milo, drink, Milo, okay? Now imagine someone is going to work at a restaurant. So the conversation, which is possible, a restaurant conversation, we are going to have it here. And remember, IELTS listening part 1, there is a dialogue. There is always a dialogue in listening part 1, and this dialogue is on social need. I mean, we've got English for academic purpose, English for social purpose. In IELTS listening, we have 2 types of things in listening. Part 1 is social, means a social situation. Like you book your holidays, you want to open a bank account. This is a social situation. Part 2 is also a social situation. Part 3 is academic, educational. And part 4 is also academic and educational. So you need to understand all these things. Anyways, benefits. Now, working at Milo's restaurants, what are the benefits? Means, what do they offer? Okay. Question number 1. Dash provided for all staff. For all staff, they may use the word everyone. Now, what is it that they provide to everyone? Okay, so answer is something which they give to everyone, whoever works for them, and for all the staff, they may use the word all employees, all the workers. So whatever they provide them, that will be the right answer. Let's see.
Part 1. You will hear a woman from a job agency giving information to a man about work in a chain of restaurants.
So I understand you're interested in restaurant work?
Yes, I've got a bit of experience and I can provide references.
That's good. I can check all that later. Now, Milo's restaurants have some vacancies at the moment. They're a really good company to work for. Lots of benefits.
All right.
Yes. They've got a very good reputation for looking after staff. For example, all employees get training, even temporary staff.
Oh, really? That's quite unusual, isn't it?
Certainly is.
Okay, all employees get training. Now try to understand IELTS listening. All employees get training. That means training provided for all staff. For provided, they use the word get. All employees get training, and training provided for all staff. For staff, they use the word employees. This is how they play. Okay, so what's the correct answer? Training. And remember, you should have the right spelling. If you have spelling issues, in class WhatsApp group, there is a handout, 1200 most commonly repeated words in IELTS listening. So you should go through that handout. There are 1200 words, only 4 pages. And if you find any unusual word, you can learn the spelling of that word. Now, question number 2. Dash during weekdays at all Milo's restaurant. Now, something which happens during weekdays. If they tell you anything about weekend, that is not your answer. This is how they trap you. They will say, every weekend we have a party. That's not your answer. Your answer is weekdays. And weekdays are Monday to Friday. So what happens during the weekdays? That'll be your answer.
And do staff get free uniforms too?
You just need to wear a white t-shirt and black trousers, it says here. So I guess not. But another benefit of working for a big company like this is that you can get a discount at any of their restaurants.
Even at weekends?
No, but you'll be working then anyway.
Oh yes, I suppose so.
Alright, you will get discount. And then he said even on weekends, he said now you'll be working there. So it means it's the weekdays, and correct answer is discount, singular. If by mistake you write plural, no problem, they will accept it. So correct answer is discount, okay? That's great, keep it up. So please type your answers and send them to me, okay? Good. Question number 3, dash provided after midnight. Now imagine 12, midnight. What is it that they're going to provide after midnight? Dinner or any other anything like coffee or whatever they provide at midnight. For midnight, they may use the word middle of the night, 12 or anything like that.
Most of their restaurants are in the city centre, aren't they? So easy to get to by bus?
Yes, that's right. But if you have to do a late shift and finish work after midnight, the company will pay for you to get a taxi home.
I probably won't need one. I think
Okay, the company will pay for you for a taxi home. So what is provided? Taxi. And you should have the right spelling of taxi. Okay? And he says I don't need one. Why?
I'd use my bike.
Okay.
I'd use my bike. Now, those who do not understand, they will write bike without understanding. But with understanding, taxi provided after midnight. Company provides that, but he says, I don't need one, I have my bike. So that's okay. No problem. All right. Yeah. Okay, so let's go on. We've got the first 3 questions. And by the way, when you write first answer in actual exam, you'll be confident. Then you write second answer, third answer, and then you will forget totally that you are in examination hall. You'll be more confident. And if you miss from 1 to 3 or the first 3 answers, if you miss any answer, you'll be panicked. Try to control your emotions. One wrong answer will not damage that much. But the wrong feeling you're going to associate with that wrong answer, you will never complete your test properly. So be careful, okay? Whatever is gone is gone. Don't worry about that. Alright, now question number 4. Now we move on. Now they say personal specification means personal description. First thing is team. Just underline the word team. Why? Because in the audio, when they say team, it means audio is there. You need to track the audio. You and audio on the question booklet should go together. Okay? Then question number 4. Must care about maintaining high standard of, underline high standard. And for high standard, usually they use excellent, good quality, any other word. They will not use the word high standard. They will replace it with the synonym of high standard, and then they will be the answer. Now please listen and answer.
Now they do have some quite specific requirements for the kind of person they're looking for. Milo's is a young dynamic company, and they're really keen on creating a strong team. It's really important that you can fit in and get on well with everyone.
Yeah, I've got no problem with that. It sounds good, actually. The last place I worked for was quite demanding too. We had to make sure we gave a really high level of service.
That's good to hear, because that will be equally important at Milo's.
Okay, high level of service. Now understand high standard, and for high standard they use the word high level of. This is IELTS listening. They always change the words like that. So correct answer is SERVICE, not SE. Okay? If your spelling is wrong, your answer is wrong. Keep that in mind. Okay? So service is the right answer. Question number 5. Must have a qualification in. Now see, you're going to do a job in a restaurant, so you need a qualification in computers, in hotel management, in anything. But answer will contain one word only, right? So qualification. For qualification, they may use the word degree, certificate, diploma. Okay, certificate in business, diploma in business. Okay, now whatever they say after the synonym of qualification, which can be diploma, certificate, degree, that will be your answer.
I know they want people who have an eye for detail.
That's fine. I'm very used to working in that kind of environment.
Perfect. So the only other thing that's required is good communication skills. So you'll need to have a certificate in English.
Sure.
All right. Communication skills is the right answer. Well done. Clapping. That's not the right answer. She said good communication skills and certificate in English. And when you write wrong answer, you are, yes, I am rat. You are cat. Okay? So be extra careful. I mean, she said you need good communication. Now for communication, you need certificate in English. For certificate, they use the word qualification. And the right answer is English. English Pinglish. Now English Pinglish, yeah, there is a movie. So correct answer is certificate. Wow, very good. Meve, Shweb, Tawfiq, Akram and Alina, you've got the wrong answers, okay? Correct answer is English. Alright. See, when you write the wrong answer, you're very confident. IELTS, no problem. I English master. Okay? So be careful with that stuff. Yeah. And they confuse us quite a lot. Now we've got questions 6 to 10. Complete the table below. We have a table which we complete and write one. And by the way, they will give you 30 seconds to read the questions. And when they give you 30 seconds to read the questions, only read those parts where there is a question. Otherwise, skim read, overlook the other parts, underlining some important words so that you could track the audio. Now, first question is question number 6. And it's one word and or a number. So answer may contain one word or a number. Means word, number, word plus number. Okay. Location, dash, street. It's going to be the name of the street. Okay. So whatever the name is, it's going to be in English. It's not that Bod Wali Gali, right? Or Khambe Wali Gali. So they will have some name in English and you will just write that. And if the name is unusual, unusual means if they say Catsbury Street. Now Catsbury is unusual word, then they will spell it and you'll write it immediately. Let's see.
Okay, let's have a look at the current job vacancies at Milo's. The first one is in Wivenhoe Street.
Sorry, where?
Wivenhoe. W-I-V-E-N-H-O-E.
W-I-V-E-N-H-O-E. Wivenhoe, Tawfiq, that's wrong. Wivenhoe, H-O-E. Alina, that's wrong. H-O-E, not A. So if there is a minor spelling mistake, your answer is wrong. Wivenhoe Street. Okay, and Wivenhoe is one word. As they said, one word and or a number, so it's the right answer. All clear? Okay. Now we move to question number 7, but remember before question number 7, they have the word breakfast. Underline the word breakfast. Then there is the word portions, checking portions. Underline the word portions. Okay. Now, after portions or after correct, your answer will come. And by the way, you should know when answer is coming in listening. If you don't know, answer will come and go and you'll be like, okay, you'll not write it. Okay. So you should know, and it is only possible when you go with the audio. Question number 7, making sure dash is clean. Now, you need to make sure something is clean. Maybe dishes are clean, and they've used the word is. Is means singular. So make sure something is clean. For clean, they can use any other word, right? Now, let's see what is clean.
It's quite central, just off Cork Street.
Oh, right.
They're looking for a breakfast supervisor.
That would be okay.
So you're probably familiar with the kind of responsibilities involved. Obviously checking that all the portions are correct, etc. And then things like checking all the procedures for cleaning the equipment are being followed.
Oh, okay.
All right. Cleaning the equipment. Cleaning the equipment are being followed. Correct answer is equipment. Please listen to this one again.
It's quite central, just off Cork Street.
Oh, right.
They're looking for a breakfast supervisor.
That would be okay.
So you're probably familiar with the kind of responsibilities involved. Obviously checking that all the portions are correct, etc.
All the portions are correct. Now that's the previous point. And where there is no answer, they don't change the language. They use same words. They only change the words where there is the answer.
And then things like checking all the procedures for cleaning the equipment are being followed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cleaning the equipment are being followed. So cleaning the equipment means making sure equipment is clean. Now keep it in your mind. Equipment is clean, cleaning the equipment. They are synonyms in IELTS. Equipment is clean, cleaning the equipment. Okay, question number 8. Starting salary, dash per hour, starting. Now, they will tell you starting salary, they will tell you maximum salary, they will say after a month you will get this, but your answer is the salary that you get when you start the job. Starting salary, okay? And pound sign is already there, so you will not write currency sign, you will only write the amount, and that's it.
And what about the salary? In my last job, I was getting £9.50 per hour. I was hoping to get a bit more than that.
Well, to begin with, you'd be getting £9.75, but that goes up to £11.25 after 3 months.
That's not too bad.
See that? They gave you 3 amounts. Last job, I was expecting, and after 3 months. So what's the right answer? 9.75. And remember, whenever they say £9.75, $10.80, replace that currency with dot. If they say $10.80, 10.80. If they say 20 euros 58, so it's 20.58. Okay, whatever the currency is, because it's just like how they say dollars and cents. For example, if it is $10.50, they will say $10.50. $10.50 means $10.5, $10.5, something like that. So that dollar will be replaced with dot. Okay, and if currency sign is given, don't write currency sign. And mostly they give you the currency sign. Okay, that's great. Yeah, 9.5 is wrong answer. 9.75 is the right answer. And if you write only 975, even that is the wrong answer. Now, question number 8 is done. Start 5:30 now. City Road, junior chef, and then they say support senior chefs. In the audio, when they talk about senior chefs, you should be alert that after that your answer is about to come. This is called location of the answer in the audio. Now they say maintaining stock and organizing something. What is stock in a restaurant? All the provisions like cooking oil and fruit, vegetable, meat and all that. So they say maintaining stock and organizing something. Now answer will come with stock. One is maintaining the stock. Second, and for organizing, they may use any other word. But whatever they say after stock, the second responsibility, that is your answer.
And I suppose it's a very early start.
That's the only unattractive thing about this job. But then you have the afternoons and evenings free. So the restaurant starts serving breakfast from 7 a.m. and you'd have to be there at 5:30 to set everything up. But you'd be finished at 12:30.
Well, as you say, there are advantages to that.
Now you might also be interested in the job at the City Road branch. That's for a junior chef, so again a position of responsibility.
I might prefer that, actually.
Right. Well, obviously this role would involve supporting the sous chef and other senior staff. And you'd be responsible for making sure there's enough stock each week and sorting out all the deliveries.
I've never done that before.
Okay, and sorting out all the deliveries. For maintaining, for organizing, they use the word sorting. S-O-R-T, sorting out. Like we say sort out. Sorting out all the deliveries. So you will write plural word. Okay, D-E-L-I-V-E-R-I-E-S, deliveries. And if you don't know the spelling of any word, don't ask anyone in actual exam. Say, excuse me, tell me the spelling of deliveries. Right? Don't ask anyone, right? Otherwise your test result delayed and then test cancelled. One small thing even and they will cancel. And you never know, you look around, no one is watching. But there is someone watching, okay? They will note down your candidate number. They will not tell you anything. And when everyone gets the result on Friday, you will not get the result. And then delayed. Then there is investigation on that. It takes 4 to 8 weeks and you cannot reappear in IELTS exam. So please mind your own business. Boys, if there is anyone pretty asking you the spelling of any word, don't tell her. Okay? Yeah. Don't worry about it. Next. Annual salary, £23,000. That's a good amount, huh? Yeah, when you convert it into local currency, so £23,000 is good amount. No work on a dash once a month. No work on a dash. A dash means it can be a day of the week. No work on a something once a month. Now, let's see no work on what once a month.
And you'd be working alongside more experienced staff to begin with, so I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem. The salary's slightly higher here. It's an annual salary of £23,000.
Right.
I know that if they like you, it's likely you'll be promoted quite quickly, so that's worth thinking about.
Yes, it does sound interesting. What are the hours like?
The usual, I think. There's a lot of evening and weekend work, but they're closed on Mondays. But you do get one Sunday off every 4 weeks. So would you like me to send off your...
You do get one Sunday off every 4 weeks. So answer is Sunday. That's right. So S-U-N-D-A-Y, not Sunday ice cream. Alright, Sunday is the right answer. All clear? And if you want to get a reasonable bench score in IELTS, then you should get 10 by 10 in part 1. When I say reasonable, it starts from 7 band. 7, 8 or 9, then you should get 10 by 10. But if your target band is 5 or 4, then you can have a couple of mistakes here. But part 1 is the easiest one.